Howdy. So, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the value of routine. I wanted you to not be able to see what I'm reading from. My prompt. Prompt? Prompt. Okay, I think that works. So, being a robot is freaking awesome. It lets you get extra stuff done in your day. And what I mean to say by that isn't, oh, live life devoid of emotion. I mean, like, if X, do Y, in terms of what you do every day. So, every day should be somewhat scripted. Every day should be planned out. You should have a basic idea of what you're going to do from the beginning of your day to the end of your day when you wake up in the morning. And to some of you, that might sound boring, and sometimes it can be, which is why you don't do it all the time. But, well, you come up with more of a guideline, really. That way you don't end up super over rigid and end up being that serial killer American Psycho type dude, because that's also kind of terrifying. But you don't end up so you don't end up so off the rails that you just end up going to the bar drinking and smoking your life away, because that's not a fun place to end up either. So somewhere in the middle, a general plan or a general guideline has some added bonuses. The primary one, the reason I like being rigorous is because it gives me extra time, or it gives me time to get extra stuff done in my day. So, because I know I have to get X thing and Y thing done, and I've done X thing and Y thing like a million times, and I know roughly how long they're going to take, I can slot in Z thing. Whereas if I wasn't on a routine and I didn't know roughly how long it was going to take to do X thing and Y thing, then I wouldn't know that I'd even have time for Z thing. And I'd probably end up scrolling Reddit on my phone for like an hour, and that's a giant waste of time. So instead, I try and slot every single thing I'm going to do today, roughly, into a timeline, and then just get it done. Another important element of routine is that you can slot in stuff that, well, you might not want to do it every day, and you might not do it every day, but you still slot it in there, so you give yourself the space to do it. So for me, a big thing is working out. In the mornings, I'll either run, or right now I'm on a yoga kick, so I'll either run or I'll do yoga, and those are the two things that I do first thing in the morning when I wake up. I personally like doing a workout when I wake up. You can do it whenever. For me, it helps me get woke up. It gets my mind running. I'm not an angry, mad person, so I think it's important for me personally to do that in the morning. And so I wake up, and before I jump in my shower, I slot myself an hour worth of time to do that every day. And so I don't do it every day. Some days I'm like, I wake up and this was yesterday for me, and I'm like, no, I can barely move. I'm not doing a damn thing. And so I slept in for an extra hour, and I got up and I went and did my shower and went on with my life. But this morning I woke up and I was like, okay, I can kind of half-ass move, and I could probably use a stretch. So I did the yoga, and I think it's important just to slot that time so that there's some degree of accountability to yourself. And again, I was previously talking about it being important to work out because your mind is a computer program that's running on the hardware of your body, and if you make the hardware more efficient, your brain works better, which makes you a better Magic player. That's why it's important. So you gotta wake up early to get them gains. Also, another big added bonus of routine is you're not thinking, what am I going to do next, what am I going to do next, what am I going to do next, because you already know. So that one thing, that little variation you have in your day, because you should always schedule time where you're not doing anything to free yourself from the vice of rigor. So instead of constantly having a million things and thinking about what you're doing next and how you're going to organize that, you can focus on that one thing that you want to put your energy into, and you can focus on that instead of 80 other things and try to figure out how to cobble them all together so that you can go see this person and manage to get here at X. Like, no, you can just, you know what you're going to do. You do it. And then that thing that you want to do, you can think about it all day, because that's the one thing that you have that you can think about instead of all a million other things and trying to fit your day together. You already know what your day is doing. You can just think about that one thing that you want to think about. And to me, that offers you a degree of freedom, because we're stuck playing this game. There's certain things we have to do, right? Like, you have to eat, you have to sleep, you have to shit, you have to shower. And if you schedule times for, well, I mean, you can't schedule when you do your business, but other than that, you can schedule pretty much everything else. And I guess if your diet's on point enough, maybe you can schedule when you do your business. I don't know. I'm not here to judge, but everything else you can pretty much schedule out. So all of the base routine things that you have to do that you don't get a choice in, that you're enslaved to, are already taken care of, and you have the freedom to take your time and do what you want with it. And in some degrees, that's liberating. I think it's very important to buy yourself that freedom. So that's the value of routine. Without further ado, let me get into my routine, because I've missed 2 days of Magic because shouldn't say it. Shouldn't say it. Certain organizations are not structured or routine, and they can throw off your entire life. But I'm back on it. I'm getting it done. And here I am, back at it. So after the break, we'll get into some games. Alright, so I want to do more standard event stuff. I want to be a rogue boy again, because rogues are fun, and I like playing 30-minute games for some reason. I don't know, I'm just on the kick. I'm not judging myself for it, it's just what I'm feeling. Maybe it's because I've been winning as rogue. Maybe that's some selection bias there. I've had 2 good runs, and I'm just like, keep running hot, keep running hot, keep running hot. That's result-oriented thinking, and it's not always going to go that way. This is not a good hand. I've got a spell I'm never going to cast, the weakest creature in my deck, a tap land, a blue, and 2 Cling to Dust, which I can only cast after I play the tap land, and a Heartless Act, which is cool, but yeah, that's the kind of hand you want to keep. Let's see, what do we got? We got an Awakening, an Island, Fabled Passage, which we'll probably play, Drown the Lock, which gives us the option on 2. I think the Death Dweller is going to have to go. Although that is a good card, it's not quite what you want to see here. Hi! Double Drown in the Lock. Plays out a Secret Keeper. Okay, where's his land? There's his land. Man, that's a lot of mill. Did I get a 3rd Secret Keeper? Holy cow, this guy. This guy! Let's see what he's got this turn. Already got me with the double mill. Okay. Drops the Secret Keeper. Got 2 islands. untapped. Might have a counter spell here. If so, what's my turn 3? Place Soaring Thought Thief into what is in all likelihood a counter spell. Or just cling for a draw. He probably doesn't want to counter the cling, right? We can start clinging ourselves. So we can get the cling off, and we can get a draw out of it. I'm okay with that. Exile, Heartless Act, probably. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a spell, we're good with it. We're looking for a land here. Probably okay. There we go, 2 lands. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. No, we still probably don't want to cast. Gonna be a slow game of Magic. Just play out a land. No attack. End turn. Draw a card. Escape. Exile 5. Okay. Draws 1. Probably holding up a counter spell there. So we're looking for something to bait out a counter spell. I don't really want that to resolve. Okay, cool. We'll be able to Thought Thief next turn. Nice. We got him with an end of the story. Disgusting. Probably have to mill another tutelage here. He seems like that kind of deck. Man, Ruin Crabs. Oh, he's got the skin. That's a pretty sick skin. He's actually casting his Glimpse of Freedom here. So he can't counterspell us. Yeah, he's already... I don't care about the card draw. At least I don't think I care about the card draw. Floats 2 lands. We got a ton of lands here. Seems like what's probably going to end up happening now is... So he's at 5. We can get him to 7, but 7 and 8. Force him to take 1. Call him for a couple islands. Hit him for 1. Boom. Cool, 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 cool. Get out the Lurrus. Or threaten the Lurrus, I guess I should say. enter full control just to see what it's like. Into the story. I don't want him doing that either. Oh, I can't counter that, can I? Yeah, I can't counter that. Because he is already exiled, and it's 8. Oof, that's brutal. That has to resolve. But at least he turns on my stuff. Secret Keeper's pretty good here. And we're not going to tap out for the Lurrus. Or Wind Robber, rather. It's pretty good here. We can Thirst to kill the Secret Keeper. Bada bing, bada boom. He's really going to want to... No? Alright, cool. Take 6. Mill 2. Nice. Got him on a 2-turn clock, so he has to do something other than counterspell. He's going to have to bounce. Got more than a full mint here, though. Another end of the story. What's he digging for? I mean, he's got a full mint. He's going to have to discard most of this stuff. He's on 2 lands. He can go to 3. I don't know what he could possibly be looking for, but that doesn't save his life, so we're going to let him do it. Glimpse of Freedom, still not quite enough. Yeah, he's gonna glimpse here, which means we can do whatever we want. Basically. He's gonna have to discard like half his freaking hand. What are you looking to do here? Slam a Jace and win or something? Whatever it is, we're holding a counter spell for it. And yeah, we don't have to do anything other than just swing in. He's on 5 life, he needs to remove stuff. He's got a crab. Okay, he can play the crab. I reckon I'm fine with that. Crab doesn't save his life. Crab also doesn't save his life. Tutelage. Also doesn't save his life here. He's on 3. I really don't want him to resolve that, but it doesn't save his life, so... I can mill 2 and be okay here. Glimpse of freedom. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Gosh dang it. Where is it? There it is. Glimpse of freedom. Island, Fabled Passage, Lockthwain, Heartless Act, any kind. There we go. And into the story. Sweet. So I want to spend the mana to drown one of those right now. And potentially 3, 4, win next turn with Into the Story. Yes, I do. Okay. Alright, fine. Can't win next turn with Into the Story. So... how close am I to milling him out? 16. Pretty close on us. Draw while he's tapped out. Oof. Awakening might be worth it. Be able to Heartless Act and Thieves Guild Enforcer here. Although we don't quite need to play out the Heartless Act, so maybe it's just... So what do we got in here? Do we have another Thought Thief. Okay. Play out the Enforcer this turn. He's got to win literally next turn. Alright. Oh, I just missed lethal, didn't I? Alright, well. We'll see what he's got. He's on 1. He needs something. Should be able to Lurrus and get him dead next turn. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can mill him for 8 next turn. Unless we've got another... Gadrick, sure. Oh, that's kind of aggressive, isn't it? Drawing for 3. Drawing for 3. That mills me for 6. But then I'm like 100% guaranteed to be able to kill him with Lurrus, right? No, not technically. I still don't need to Heartless Act that, sure. Three, 4. I'm still not dead. He's dead next turn, every possible way. Cool. Bada bing, bada boom. Game 1 down. Mill versus Mill. Why did I get credit for casting a green or white spell? Oh, Lurrus counts as a white spell. Got it. Fighting Contours. Underscore Contours underscore. With a 1-land hand. No. That's much better. We'll keep that. I'm not really sure what to toss back. It's probably too greedy to keep 2 Thought Thieves, but what are we fighting? Do we know? We have no idea. We'll be greedy. Oh, we're fighting some sort of Vivian type deck. We're gonna play Thought Thief into Thought Thief. Getting him. A Giant Slayer into Thought Thief. That's gonna be fun. We got some sort of removal. Casket. Seems like the kind of deck that's going to run Casket. Apparition. Sure. What's he pointing it at? The extra 2 mil. Get that Thought Thief turned on. Nice. Play out this other Thought Thief. Hit him for 8, mill him for 6. Got a 2/2 flyer that he's considering doing what with? Not dying next turn, potentially, just going to 1. I mean, I had 3 Thought Thieves there. I think I just take 3 Thought Thieves. Oh, now. What do we do? What does opponent do, I should say? Opponent goes to 1. Loses his flying blocker. I suppose we can afford to play out a Wind Robber here. And threaten the Lurrus next turn? Yeah, sure. Just pressure, right? So maybe we shouldn't have now. Got the Lurrus. Right? Yeah. Oh, that was on his turn, wasn't it? Yeah, he's just dead. Dead to his own illusion token. Yep, sometimes you'll have that. Cloak Giant, though. That's not a card you see very often. Especially in a deck like that. Ilanui. Ui. Ilanui. Yeah, probably a keep. A bit of a slower hand, but probably keep. How do we win the Genesis Ultimatum matchup? Or how did we win it last time? I wish I kept notes on that. See, he's going first, and he's playing something that can't really mess with Ruin's Crab, right? Yeah. If we get it out this turn, we can threaten Drown on the Lock next turn, but Stomp doesn't kill that. And we're going first, so we're not super worried about Stomp, so get down the swamp. Oh, we got a Tear. Now we can threaten to drown, and if he doesn't play anything worth drowning, we can play out the Enforcer. Because that's how that works. Nothing worth getting. And we did not see Stomp attempting to trigger there, so we're feeling pretty happy about it. Anything we can really get him with? Not anything we can really get him with, so I say let's just stack the deck. And there's Thought Thief, which we're happy to see. I don't think he has any way to mill that, so we keep it on top. Hit him for 3. And float the Drown. He's on 3. We can counter a Stomp. He's not opting for the Stomp. He's opting for the Beanstalk Giant. He's tapped out for it. Still early enough that maybe... Maybe with a Thought Thief, we just get him? Nah. I'm going to want to have that Drown on the Lock later. This sets him back a turn. Not without End of the Story in my hand. He can have it. It's not a Genesis Ultimatum. And we want to get the Thought Thief in play because... Ooh, 2 giants. Yep. Anyway, we want the Thought Thief in because it's going to bump up our Enforcer, put him on a tighter clock. No one for more. There's 3 giants. Rough for him. Any kind of removal on a creature we want to stop. I don't know if it's worth stopping that, though. Might just be worth letting resolve. He's still pretty far off the ultimatum. That's his last giant. He needs another way to potentially deal with that. Maybe that was incorrect. I don't know, we're getting through them, though. Another island? Yeah. Okay, we might be in trouble here. That might have been a misplay. Water pathway. So we've got 1, 2, 3 black, so this will make 3 blue if we play her out. Got Genesis in hand. He can actually play it next turn, can he? Yep. Okay, that was a huge misplay on my part. But if he doesn't have Genesis in hand, might not be in a bad spot here. Oh, it's a tap land. So yeah, he can't quite get there this turn. Which means we are 1 off of being able to get him. Mostly I'm doing this so I can stack my deck. Because I need something better than those 2 cards. Need a counter spell. That is not a counter spell. He's preparing his backup plan, though. On 6. 4 for Lockthwain. Yeah, it's 4 for Lockthwain. Well, we can do that at the end of his turn. Ooh, we had the ultimatum. Alright, well. Two black, it's all my black to do this, isn't it? Shit. No, it doesn't matter. We pulled the Awakening, so we couldn't have countered anyway. So, okay. Well, Beanstalk Giant doesn't quite do it. That should be game. Nice. Yeah, might have been a misplay earlier to counter that stomp. But we did end up getting him because of it, so maybe not. I'm not really sure. Not really sure about that one. I've neglected to share my screen with my girlfriend. Mistakes were made. Alright, what do we got here? We got a Ruins Crab, Thieves Guild Enforcer. Yeah, okay. Awkward hand. slow hand. But we've got a Ruined Crab, we've got an Anti-Cog, we've got a Thieves Guild Enforcer, we've got a Temple. Like, there's a lot of deck stacking in here, so maybe we just keep. Ooh, mono red. Be mono red? Well, that a turn 1? Question mark? Just play down the Ruined Crab as a blocker. Maybe Rakdos too. Nope, mono red. Ooh, when he gets a Thought Thief off that. Rough. Rough life. We're gonna have to Heartless Act it next turn. Woohoo! Rip 2 Embercleaves right off the top of his deck. Feels good, man. And we're gonna have to get rid of that Robber, too. Just don't want him playing our own Thought Thief against us, because that would feel pretty terrible. Nice. Nice, alright. We're in a position where we're going to be able to Anti-Cog him. If we play the Vantress, we'll actually be able to Anti-Cog him and get out the Thieves Guild Enforcer, so that's easily the play. Yeah. I'm A-okay trading 1-for-1 here. Just Anti-Cogging whatever he's got this turn. Playing the Enforcer. Alright, okay. Well, I guess he's got the shock for the Enforcer. Awakening and an island. No and no. Maybe on the island. Maybe not. I don't know. Hard to say. We've got a land to put in play next turn. Actually, an untapped land would be nice. We'll take the one that we don't have to pay 3 life for. Sure. Sure. And I think we want to Heartless Act that, right? I don't know, let's see what he does next turn. We can play in response, so we're okay with that. As long as we keep 1-for-1 in him, we're happy. Forcer and Wind Robber? Yep, we're good with both those. Well, yeah, I think we're good with both those draws. As long as we keep 1-for-1 in him. Yeah, I think we keep the Wind Robber, right? Yeah, just cycles. It's fine with that. Can activate the Embereth here, right? 3. Activate it once. We can play down the Lurrus. We can just play out a Wind Robber. I think I'm okay with that. We can start swinging with that next turn. Vantress is 4 in addition to tap itself. Being very patient with his shock. Ember Cleave, interesting. That'll actually get through for 1. But he's tapped out for it. Okay, that means we can swing with the Wind Robber, replay it. That is not what I wanted to see off the top, but I think it's still okay. Got another Enforcer, too. Okay, okay. I can see that. Oh, we can't play the Enforcer? Okay, well... I think playing out the Lurrus is still correct. And I need to get immediate value off it, so... yeah, okay. What do we draw? Drown in the Log? Okay, I can continue to slow roll this, I think. Play out another Ruins Crab. We're good with it. I messed up. Dang it. Ooh, I really messed up. Got the Ox now, and he can draw. And a Perfect Champion. But he's only got 20 cards left in deck. Attacks, but no, he can't attack with that much. You just throw a crab at it? Yeah, I'm willing to just throw a crab at it to soak up 3 damage. Eh, why not throw another crab at it? Take both. Take all of it. I don't need to be taking damage here. Oh, okay. Kills both crabs. And gets me for 2. That's terrifying. I think it's probably 100% correct to play out an Enforcer here. Part of me wants to play out a crab because we just pulled a fabled passage. I think this is correct. Pretty sure that's correct. Oh, it's really, really frustrating to not have pulled any of my End of the Stories for this matchup. We've been trying so hard, man. Everything can swing here, too. And now everything can get an Embereth. That red cap can go to 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to be swinging for 8. Okay. There's another Robber of the Rich. And he got her Cling to Dust. Man, oh man. That red cap can cleave through my entire freaking line. Just take our favorite blocks here and call it a day. We're dead if we do that. I think we're just dead. Yeah, no matter how we block, I think we're just dead here. Oh, sucks that we didn't draw our End of the Story. I'm not really sure where we lost that game at. I think ultimately I'm just it sucks that we didn't draw our End of the Story there. Keepable hand. Island. Wind Robber. Do what you must, opponent.
I really like that I see the Bob Ross lands over there.
Yeah, we're using the Bob Ross lands. They make me happy inside. Lock Twain. We consider for a moment that our opponent may be running removal. We'd rather see the crab go. So we play out the crab. Play out the swamp. We're not sure what we're looking at here. We're still not sure what we're looking at here. We were relatively certain that was going to get thirsted. Which is why we didn't play the Thought Thief. Now I think we're favored to play the Thought Thief. And probably still see it get removed. So maybe we wait until we draw a swamp, because that's really what we're waiting for. Or, not a swamp, an island. See if our opponent removes our Wind Robber. This looks like the Ugin deck that CGB was playing a couple days ago. Opponent could just have Heartless Act. There we go. There's an island to protect the Thought Thief. We'll do it at the end of his turn. We're not in a real hurry here. So I think... Man. I think we want the Drown the Lock actually to counter the what is it? The relic thing. That gives him a shit ton of ramp because he's playing all colorless lands. Well, he's not. He's only got one colorless land out there. Grim Tutor. Search your library for a card. Put that card into your hand. I don't like that. I don't like any of that. Yeah, this very much looks like a Nugan deck. So we're going to have to hold the Blood Chief's Thirst for the Ugin. And probably want to get the Lurrus in our hand. Might also want to consider drawing a card here. I think we considered drawing a card as well. We'll do that on his turn. Crawling Barrens, yeah, this very much looks like a Nugan deck. See, now we really consider the Lurrus, I think. But only if it gets immediate value. So, 12. Take 3 damage to draw a card. Yep, I'll do it. We'll tap out for it. Sure. You shouldn't have any counter spells, so I'm good to end the story here, actually. Got a million ways to remove Lurrus. Not Lurrus, Ugin, so we're happy about it. And I think we just want to get down to Vantress here. Yep, I'm happy with everything that's going on here. So we're going to go ahead and get in for another one. Boom. Alright, we countered a Grim Tutor. Maze Mind Tome. Well, you can potentially draw a bunch of cards off that. But I don't think that's worth drowning. Forces him to navigate correctly. We consider clinging. We do potentially consider clinging for 1 draw. Understanding just how important draw is here. One more blue down. Opponent is tilted by us milling his Ugin and concedes. Apparently does not have many copies of Ugin play. I am the Walrus. Hello, I am the Walrus. I am the Ectellum. Anycog, Wind Robber, Black Thwain. Into the story. Yeah, it's probably good enough. Probably good enough. It's 2 tap lands. I don't know. We'll see. Stop him from being able to Genesis Ultimatum. Okay. Alright, well. Can't do anything about his turn 2, but we can damn sure stop his turn 3. Got rid of one of his islands. That's good. That's good. I need red. Why would he make that attack? Did he forget to red first? Or is he just planning on playing out his stomp on the moon crab? Trying to bait me? Trying to get next level with it? Go for it, bro. Call soon. Not worth calling for, but we Anycog here, looking for our second island. Oh, we didn't get that. Because we don't have milled enough, but we pull the island anyway. Sweet. Out of blue. What are we looking at here? 6. This turns on our end of the story. I don't think they run any sort of counter spells, right? But we still need to threaten having something here. Sure. Keeper. Interesting. Want to get rid of that, but I can't. Just has an army of 1/1s. We now have an army of cards that we can play. Mostly lands. We drew 1, 2, 3 lands. We have our other call there. Might be worth actually calling just for a Ruins Crab? Question mark? That seems so strange. If we play out another swamp, we can play out an Enforcer and a Thought Thief at the end of his turn. And still float enough mana for a counter spell, which we don't have in hand, but he doesn't know that. Does he go for it anyway? Can we potentially get him with mind games? He goes for it anyway. He says, you know what? I've got it. You don't have it, even though you just drew 4 cards. Alright, well. You win this time, opponent. You're right. I topped a bunch of lands and a bunch of recurrence, which is not good against you. But what I also topped was a Thought Thief. And you do not have another giant in hand. So I'm happy about it. You know what I have in hand now? Another End of the Story. Which I am going to play on your turn. Aren't I? No, I have land. I don't think I really need to. Well, if I play out another island, and I ended this story, I have exactly enough for removal. So maybe I do? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Or we could just play out another Thought Thief, since we just drew 2 of them, and say go. He's stuck on islands, so maybe we just race from here? I think we just race from here. And yeah, we have lethal next turn if he doesn't have any way to remove one of those. And even if he does, we have recurrence, so we can probably get him over 2. Because he doesn't have the mana for Ultimatum. Even if he has Henge here, I think we're fine with it. That's still not enough. He needs a reach. We're gonna have Drown the lock next turn. Yeah, that's fine. We're beating him. Without reach, he's dead next turn. Or removal. He doesn't have either. Is there any reason I don't block with the Enforcer here? I don't think so. Yep. Exactly. Our opponent can count. Sweet. We got a style, card, a pack, some gold, 5 wins. Doing great here with our half-hour game deck. CJ Tattoon. A 2-lander. It's exceptionally slow with a bunch of removal and no draw. I'll take a mulligan on that. We got some interaction. There's the cling. The pathway. Play out 1 crab. We can play out 1 other crab next turn and hit him with a Vantress. I don't know why we didn't play black there. That was really bad. We could have just screwed this entire game. Oh, no worries. We pull it. Never punished. We got counters, we got Heartless Axe. We're in a pretty good spot. Moving forward. This looks to be more straight Gruul, though. I don't think this is the Genesis Ultimatum variant. And he runs the Dragonfire. Well, we're glad to see that on a crab instead of a Thought Thief there. I think we just play out the Vantress. And say go. We want to remove that Innkeeper, right? Although honestly, I'd rather not see an ooze get out of control this game. That card could be a real problem for me. He went second, so he's 2 cards ahead. Or, so he's 1 card ahead, and he's another card ahead because we had to mulligan 1. We question life choices when we mulligan. Give him the old Yorgo. I think we need a Heartless Act that. Seems correct. Not entirely sure. Crawling Barrens. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. That could actually be a real problem. Wind Robber for cycle next turn, potentially. Wind Robber, Lurrus, Wind Robber. Draws us 2. Probably gets removed, but I think that's okay. Interesting. Kills the crab after I have no lands in hand. That seems like it might be a bit slow. Exiles it. That might be actually a better play. Well, he knows my hand. But he can't swing with use unless he has a stomp. Got 2 Bonefisher Giants in his graveyard. Just exiling the entire universe with use. No intention of playing it. Every intention of bricking my Lurrus. That's pretty smart. Doesn't play the Shatter Skull to remove my 2 creatures, notably. Interesting. Means he has removal? Another Thieves Guild Enforcer. Interesting. Yeah, I'd rather get those dead. He's looking at removing, then exiling, right? So I need some way to deal with the ooze before I can consider really making any Lurrus shenanigans happen. That's a bold play. Just plays out a terror into potential removal. Well, I now straight up need removal for that, so gonna have to tap out for it. There we go. Found removal for it. Damn. We need to play the Enforcer or the Thought Thief. Maybe we can bait him into attacking. Or blocking. Oh, we can kill the crawling barons. But that just beefs the zoos. I will take 6 to clear the ooze if he attacks with both. 10,000,000%. God, please swing with both. Sick! Thank God my opponent decided to be greedy. Nice, now we can end the story too. I don't think there's any real reason to end the story here though. Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. And we draw 4 lands with it. Ah, phew. I mean, you say you don't have it enough. Eventually I'm gonna have it, right? He does realize that dies to... Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he realizes that dies to stuff. Another Enforcer here. Probably good enough, right? So we're gonna Fabled Passage first. Activate for a black. I don't have any more ways to draw. What we do have is ways to attack. He's looking at 12 cards left in his library. So he really needs to have something here. Obstruct Beast, sure. Don't care. Sure. He's still got the threat of Crawling Barrens, but... Okay. Broken Wings is a weird card to see main deck, but alright. Can attack. And we're just planning to get him with a mill. Got Nugan, another Gargoyle. All the Death Dweller for nothing, actually. But we do go ahead and play out the Thought Thief. Yep, he's dead. Yep. You can't go forever against rogues. Good old secondary win con. 6 wins. One more. Come on, rogues. It'd be really nice if red deck had a companion that they wanted to run. That way we could know it's red deck when we queue into it. And we can make better mulligan decisions. Let's go crazy! Gonna go crazy, crazy on you. You know? 2 Ruin Crabs. Opponent goes first, so going second. I had a Wind Robber on turn 2. Now turn 1, this is just like all Ruin Crab all the time. Could get stuck on land though, so kind of ballsy, but it's a lot of blue. We only need to pick up 1 black to have this hand turn on. Got the Savior. Nice. Yeah, we turn 1 Ruin Crab here every time. And if he has like a coffin for it, we've still got another one. Nice. That's a good casket target against this deck. And we got the black. Sick. Although I think it's probably a better play to get the Wind Robber in here, since we're not going to be able to make any plays with the black anyway. And then next turn we can play the black mana out. I know your deck well. I built it. And we can get the Enforcer in here too as well. Nice, 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 nice. Well, we can't quite fit the Enforcer in, but 100% we just play out the Swamp. And then if he attacks, we're going to have to blink in the Thought Thief. Right? And just get the extra mill off the Wind Robber here. Oh. This is the, okay. This is the whatchamacallit version. Winota. It's on 4, but he still can't quite get there. Pulls a Linden. I don't know if we're supposed to drown that. Stops a lot of shenanigans if we do. And it trades with all our stuff. I think we're supposed to drown that. That's just too good of a card for him to get on board with. Matter what we block. Runs Lurrus in his build too. Man, that high curve is greedy. Are we looking to pull here? Sand Swamp. Hold. Man, it's so hard to hold. That's a tough card to deal with. The absolute nightmare for him. Should we draw off the Wind Robber here? Maybe it influences us to pick something different. Anti-cog? Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and anti-cog if he's got anything good here. And we're looking for Into the Story. We are 100% in on anti-cogging that. And opponent blows up, and that's 7 wins. Hooray! Grim Dancer. That's kind of cool card art. 2 different counters of Menace, Death Touch, and Lifeline. Cool card. So, 7 wins. Hey, still getting in with that routine. Routinely 7. What do we get? What do we get? We got 1,000 gold. We got an Opportunistic Dragon. There's Battlefield. Choose a human artifact opponent controls. Gain control of it as long as Opportunistic is in control. Lose all abilities and it can't attack or block. Oh. That's kind of a lame one. Nessian Boar. All creatures able to block Nessian board do so. Comes block, that creature's controller draws a card. That sounds horrible. And Skull Prophet. Mill 2 cards or add some mana. Interesting card.
I'm sorry, that's a 5 for a 10. Like, that's a 5 mana card for 10 smackaroos.
Yeah, but it draws your opponent cards, which is bad. So what do we get out of the packs? Oh, rare wild card. We got whatever we want is what we got. That's what we got is what we want. Nice. Nice. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and routinely call that routinely done for our daily routine. Routine.